I have our first rafter marked out to be cut. Lines there for the front, and then these for the back. And I'll try and cut them. I don't know. How you're supposed to do this.
The bird's mouth. Putting our rafter ties on. That's what that looks like. The nails coming out the other side will get bent over so that it looks a little less dangerous, but you won't even see them.
We have all our rafters on. Now we're gonna install the rafter ties, and then we need to make some studs that fit between this wall and the rafter. So we'll have to figure out the length and angle for that. Probably would have been easier to do a rake wall, but the plans I had didn't call for one, and I didn't really think it through. But we'll just do it the way the plans say, which is just to cut pieces between there to fit. So we figured out a pretty easy way to do these. Just set the 2x on and mark it from the outside. And there's our line. Easy peasy.
Easy.
We got our little wall supports in, and now we're gonna put the roof sheathing on. Good luck to us.
Alright. That's as far as you can push it.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Alright, well.
Shed doesn't look too much different than yesterday, but we've made a few updates. I cut blocking for in between the rafters for the front and the back, and I installed this piece of sheathing up there. I have the other piece right there. We nailed this side on, so I'm gonna just finish off that last piece, and then we can focus on the roof, which we half started the other day, and then it was getting kind of late and we got kind of frustrated, so we called it quits. But we're gonna put the next two pieces of roofing on, and then we can work on installing the metal roof, and then we'll have to build the doors, so we won't get it dried in this trip, but it'll be ready to get dried in next trip, hopefully. Alright, so last night I finished the house wrap for the most part. Just need a little piece up there, which we'll just cut off the excess from the top of this and staple it up there. Went all the way around the back. And this corner's a little janky. Haven't stapled it yet, but I am going to. I'm bad at cameraing.
I'll be your camera person from now on. Anyway, so there's the sky.
We're gonna put the roof sheathing on, so hopefully it'll be a little rain resistant. Yeah.
So that's the plan. Stay tuned. Or don't, but please do.
I have no idea when we're gonna end up. Got it? Okay, I don't have it anymore. So. You need help? Got our 2 sheets of plywood on. Sweet. Just gotta nail them up now. Also, pretty nice view from up here. We're getting the last piece of sheathing on the roof. And we'll nail that, and then we'll get ready to do our metal roofing. Alright, so we got our Pink Panther metal roofing vapor barrier we're going to put on. Start at the bottom and work our way up. So we'll do that, and then we'll be ready for roofing. Alright, we're all done with the roof vapor barrier. Came out pretty good. So now we'll place our metal sheets, get them lined up, and start screwing them on. We have our first 2 sheets of metal roofing up. We're just placing them to make sure they're lined up. We need to cut some sheets for the back part of this. We have 2 more over there, and we'll see how this works. Alright, so we have our metal roofing up. We're going to cut some trim that we have for this front, and then we'll do one on the back. But the good news is we didn't have to buy any of this because we had it left over from the shed. We made a mark where we want to cut it. We're going to cut it with pin snips. That's the safest and easiest way that we've found works. It probably wouldn't work well with a circular saw. I know some people like turn the blade backwards and cut metal with that, but when we bought a metal cutting blade when we were trying to cut our sheets for the shed, and the metal shards were just going all over us. And we didn't have face shield, but we had safety glasses, and it was just going all in our eyes.
Right under the glasses.
Yeah, just everywhere, and it was like hot metal. So we prefer pin snips. It also takes less out of the metal because you don't have to worry about a saw blade thickness. And that didn't take that long, and nobody got hurt. So that's what's important. Alright, so this isn't the ideal method and it does take a little extra time, but this is how we cut our metal roofing with tin strips. And these pieces are going to go on the back.
The valleys are the hard part.
Yeah, those are tough to cut. So basically we just measure it across at multiple points, and then I mark it with a carpenter's square. I'm sure there's a better way to do it. Could probably use like a chalk line or something, but I'd rather just draw it on. Alright, and there's that sheet. Hi.
Hannah's just screwing on the metal roof panels.
Alright, the roof is all on. I don't have a shot of it from up there. You can see it here. So this should be ready to get hit with rain. Obviously the door is open, but it won't be getting rained on from the top at least. And hopefully next time we're here, or soon, we can get to the doors. And then we can get our solar stuff set up in there. But yeah, it's been a long day of work, but I'm glad that we're done with the roof. Metal roofing goes quick, but it's hard to line up. So that's the only thing that takes time. And this isn't a perfect shed, so kind of have to just make it work somehow. So, yep. That's all for now. Now we want to do the rain screen so we can put the siding on. So we got this lath from Lowe's and I'm hoping it'll work. It's pretty thin, but we're just gonna run it like that. We'll just nail it, and then the T111 will go over that, and that just provides an airspace for water to drain down, so water doesn't get trapped between this and the siding, and then create like moisture issues. So we're gonna try and nail this on and see how that works. And yeah, and then we'll go from there.
Alright, there it is with all the strapping on. We can just come back and attach our T111 over this, and it'll leave that gap that Hannah was talking about to let water drain if it gets behind the T111, which it shouldn't if we do everything right, but it's better to be safe.
We started our first piece of siding. We have it tacked up there. Now we're gonna cut the next piece. We're trying to get this stuff out of the shed because we need to move stuff into the shed. So we had too many sheets of this T111 we needed to get out. So we're painting the bottom with some linseed oil so it doesn't split. I found that works really well for preventing that from happening. And then we're gonna just put up as many sheets as we can. We have a bunch of other stuff to do today, but we need room in the shed, so we figured this needs to get done anyway. Might as well do it.